A beauty, an artistic stone and flowers are hand-carved on an area equivalent to the size of sesame seeds. The size of this grain of rice is 6.25 times 2.99 millimeters. The entire handmade micro-carving is equivalent to 1/3 the size of the rice grains. The size of this sesame is 3.62 times 2.1 millimeters. A beauty, an artistic stone and flowers are hand-carved in an area equivalent to the size of sesame seeds. The size of the entire handmade micro-carving is only 3.43 times 2.12 square millimeters. It includes a beauty, an artistic stone, flowers and 17 Chinese calligraphy fonts. The size of a hand-carved beauty is only 3.00 times 1.23 square millimeters. The size of a hand-carved artistic stone is only 2.68 times 1.05 square millimeters. Size of the head of the beauty is only about 1/4 of 1 square millimeter. One eye of this beauty is only 0.095 times 0.085 square millimeters, including eyes and eyebrows. It is equivalent to 1/123rd of a square millimeter. The other eye of this beauty is only 0.06 times 0.065 square millimeters, including eyes and eyebrows. It is equivalent to 1/256th of a square millimeter. On the right is a hand-carved font on human hair. The width of human hair is generally about 0.1 millimeters, and the widest is about 0.17 millimeters. It is difficult to engrave fonts on hair with a width of less than 0.08 millimeters. The width of pig bristles is generally about 0.25 millimeters. The width between two eyes of the beauty is only about 0.15 millimeters. It is equivalent to the width of a human hair. The size of the beauty's mouth is only about 0.05 times 0.065 square millimeters. It is equivalent to 1/307th of a square millimeter. The size of the beauty's nose is only about 0.07 times 0.085 square millimeters. It is equivalent to 1/168th of a square millimeter. The size of the two hands of the beauty is only about 0.33 times 0.35 square millimeters, including fingers and two bracelets. It is equivalent to 1/8th of a square millimeter. The size of a flower is only about 0.2 times 0.23 square millimeters. It's equivalent to 1/21st of a square millimeter. More. The perfect drawings are hand-carved on extremely small areas, such as smaller than rice grains, smaller than sesame seeds, and even within square millimeters. When the micro-carving is enlarged to a 4K picture, the first impression you might think is a perfect drawing, but they are indeed incomparable micro-carvings.